Well, welcome to my channel, welcome to Club Fit. I did 4 years in prison and I'm still not dead. Subscribe to the channel and give it a like. And share this video with someone that I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story today about a guy that he got caught with the Whizzanotor in the probation room. But yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm just laughing about it because I called on one of my viewers last night, John. You know who you are out there from Brooklyn, and you know he's got to go to prison in a couple months. He's waiting sentencing, and but he's gonna get through it, guys. He's going. I think he's going to a camp. He's going to with the rest of us non-violent criminals out there. He's going to the other world, the safe world. These camps and these lows, that's kind of what I talk about on my channel if you don't know already. And they're safe places to do your prison time, if there is such a thing. That's why I call the channel Club Fed. Mainly because you're safe. They got programs to do. They got lots of sports activities and things like that. But it is what you make it. Prison is prison. Okay? At a camp, there's no fence. You can walk away anytime you want. And that's a prison. They say you got to do... In a camp, you could do 10 years, right? The average time's about 5 years. You tell a guy, you got to do 5 years. There's no fence. There's just a little sign that says out of bounds. And if you walk across that, you could see the town. You could see cars going by. I used to sit by the road. You can get so far to the road with my guitar, right? And I used to play songs, and I'd sit by the road. And I watched the cars go by, and I wasn't in prison, and there was no fence. There's this little sign that said out of bounds. And that's a prison all in itself. That's a mental prison, man. And they're like, go ahead, walk to town. Go get a beer at the bar. They're going to catch you. They're going to catch you. Some guys do walk away, and they're caught within a day or two. And you know what? They add 2 years to your sentence if you escape from a camp. And to some people, that's worth it. They got an emergency going on at home. They gotta leave, right? That's some things are more important in prison. Believe that. And they walk away. I never saw anybody walk away while I was at Florence, Colorado federal prison camp. There for like 3 years. But I did see a guy get an escape charge. My second night there, man. Here's another stupid criminal. I got some clips and pictures to show you of this Whizzanotor guy that got caught. But I forgot about this one, man. I don't edit my videos, guys. I don't take the time. So things come up, I just say them. But my second night there. They did a shakedown, a lockdown, like all the alarms go off and everything, and it's the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, all these guards come because I'm in a complex where you got the Supermax like a mile away, and the penitentiary and the medium, and all of these guards and cops, and everybody comes running from the other facilities, and they got searchlights out on the yard, and everybody's looking out the window, and I go, what's going on? They go, they caught a guy out there with a bag. So in a camp, there's no fences. So things come in, things come out. It's not like the penitentiary where you want to get a cell phone or you want some drugs or you want some alcohol. The guards got to bring it in. It's an inside job. Not in a camp. There's no fence. You know what I mean? Think about it. You ain't stupid. I mean, there's no fence. You just somebody goes to the store, right? Put it that way. Well, some guy got caught in the yard, in the field, right near the road, with a big duffel bag full of alcohol and cell phones and cigarettes and everything. The funny thing was he had Popeye's chicken in the bag, they said, too. And he was mad that it was going to get cold before he could bring it back to the building. Fuck these stupid. And here's the thing. This guy was getting out of prison that morning. He was going to be released at like 7 a.m. And at like 2 or 3 in the morning, he goes to get this bag. And what the fuck, dude? You're going home? What? Well, he owed money. He owed a lot of money for poker, playing that Texas Hold'em. I mean, I heard he was $4 grand in the hole, and they were threatening, like, you better pay us before you leave. And he had his wife come and drop this bag off the side of the road, and she kept going. And I guess they caught her down. There was a Carl's Jr. at the end of the road, and they caught the wife. She ended up getting a year. He got 2 years, and he got an extra charge for bringing contraband into a thing, but it really wasn't that bad, although it was bad. The guy was getting released that day. But, so the wife does a year, he does 2 more years, some other charge. He gets thrown in a hole. He'll never, ever go to a camp again. And the guy was, within hours of getting released. Now, how he let his debt build up that far, and, you couldn't pay it off till the last minute, and why would you even, these guys who run the poker tables, you got a guy and his outdates in a month, and you got him with a tab of, I don't know, that's, anyways, it is what it is. And that's, I learned on my second day, all the shit that comes in the camp. And these guards, they know the bags come in, they know there's not a fence. So, at least the guards can't be bought in a camp because they don't need the guards. I'll go to the store myself. I don't need your ass. So anyways, when you get out of prison, guys, you get on probation. The average is 3 years. I got 3 years. Some guys get 5. Some guys get a year. Once in a while, I heard of maybe a terrorist might get 20 years. But 3 years is pretty much the norm. So I got 3 years, and I piss in a bottle all the time. Not for fun. It's my drug test, right? And when you're on federal probation, man, you don't get any chances, man. One dirty test, you go back to prison. I've seen guys come back to that camp. Seen a guy come back 2 times in a row, and every time they give him a 6-month violation. And I go, dude, what are you back here? I can't shake the dragon off my back. The monkey's on my back, and guy had a heroin problem. Another guy had a meth problem. I haven't done any drugs in 4 years, and I'm keeping it that way. And I go to AA meetings, guys. There goes my anonymity. I don't care. I'm just telling you everything else about myself on this channel. So also, before I show you this funny little picture or this little story that I got to tell you, if any of you guys are in recovery, I go to an AA meeting on Thursday nights. It's on Zoom. It's it's a men's meeting, and all the guys in there have been to prison. Most of them state prison. I think might be the only federal guy. Maybe there's 2 more federal guys, but they were in penitentiaries. Anyways, everybody on there has been to prison, and now they're clean and sober, and it's an AA meeting like that. It's just for AA members. So, if you want to be an AA member, the only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. Just say I want to stop drinking, and boom, you're a member. It's just that easy. But if you want to come to this meeting on Thursday night, 7 o'clock California time, you leave me a message, in the comments. My email's on there, whatever, call me, and I'll hook you up with the link. We just don't want Zoom bombers coming in. I'm not going to put it on blast. It's not my meeting. A guy named Ken runs it, who did 40 years in San Quentin, by the way, and he's been out a long time. He's coming on here. He's just waiting for... He's going to let me interview him. He's got a hell of a story. This guy did 40 years in prison and turned his life around. And AA helped all that. And I'm not here to preach AA to you guys, but it helps you at least get through probation. It looks good for the judge if you're ready to get sentenced. And, it's not a bad way to live. I've had my fill. What can I tell you? I've done enough drugs and drinks for the whole 1,000 subscribers I got. Yeah, I've drank enough for everybody. It's time I quit. So, anyways, when you get on probation, they drug test you. You pee in a cup a lot. So, when you first get out, it's like 2 or 3 times a week sometimes for some guys. So, when I first got out, here's the story. Here's the picture. Here's the highlight, though. So, there's ways people think they can cheat the test. And you're not fooling the feds, man. I'm telling you. I did math, and it's supposed to be 3 or 4 days. It's supposed to be out of your system. Back when I used to do it, it would stay in my system 7, 8 days, and I'd be yelling at whoever was testing me because I've kind of been into jail a couple times and failed piss tests on probation. And back then, they'd give you a program. Now with the feds, you don't fuck around. I'm proud of my 4 years now, and I'm not fucking it up. trying to pass a test with, fake urine or putting something in it or drinking vinegar or whatever it is. People think they can pass the test. Well, there's a thing called a Whizzanotor, and that's a strap. I got some pictures I want to show you real quick if I can show them on YouTube. So I'm sitting in probation. There's 4 of us in there. It's like my first 2 weeks out, and we're all waiting to see our probation officer for our little check-in. I guess these guys have just gotten out too, and we know you're getting tested. You know you're getting tested, right? And this one guy squirming, he's oh man, can you go? Can you go before me if they call me? He's like, I could tell that still the guy's fucking high. I could just tell. I mean, he's just, and I'm all, what's going on? And he's going, well, man, I can't go yet. And I go, well, and he knows the guy next to him. He's telling us, buddy, I gotta get it warm. I gotta get it warm in there. I go, what's up, dude? What's going on, man? He goes, look, man. I got the fucking, he goes, I got the Whizzanotor, man. And I'm trying, it's not hot enough yet. And I'm all, so he's got it strapped in there with this urine. I don't know, fake urine, his girlfriend's urine, somebody, and he's trying to heat it up, right? So it'll pass the temperature test, right? But then I hear him talk to his buddy, and he's going, and I don't know if the guy's gonna notice, and then I hear him laughing and shit. So here's what happened. I'm just gonna show you these pictures. This is so true. So the Whizzanotor's a strap-on thing when you put fake urine in. I don't know if I should show you guys this, but I'm showing you anyways. So, here's this first picture. I should have bought the other color. What does he mean? So, this is what happened. The guy came out of the office, and the cop was holding. So here's the Whizzanotor, right? It's a real product you buy online, and it comes in a box. Well, you put it on, you strap it on, right? And this guy, he was a white guy. He got the wrong color. He ordered the wrong one, and he got the black. He got the black one. They come taking him. We heard all the guards and all the fucking probation officers laughing, and they come walking this guy out, and they're holding up this Whizzanotor black thing, and they're going. You had to be there. The guy said, well, it just came in the mail today and they sent me the wrong color, man, and I had to do something. I knew it was dirty. I thought maybe you thought I'd have a tan, or you thought I wouldn't notice. And you know what? They took him right back to prison, man. Don't try that one, guys. Do not try that trick at home. Don't try it in the office. There's lots of products out there they say work, they don't work. The feds will get you. If your stuff's clear, the feds are going to look at it. Why is it clear? What'd you take? They got test to test to test. And you know what? If they're suspicious, they'll yank your hair. They'll do a swab. You know what I mean? They'll test you, man. It ain't fucking worth it, man. It ain't worth it to try to cheat those tests. Just don't do the shit, okay? And don't do the shit. It ain't that easy. Well, come to the meeting I invited you to. Go to some meetings. Get some help. Get off the fucking drugs, because it ends you end up in prison one way or another. One day, or you end up dead, or you end up with your family leaving you and your friends leaving you. You end up homeless. That happened to me. You end up homeless. A lot of homeless people out there, and drugs got them there. So, am I preaching about drugs? Yeah, get the fuck off drugs. I did drugs for 30 fucking years, guys. Ruined my life. Ended up in prison at 50 years old. At the end of the day, that's where it took me. There was no rainbow. Now I'm trying to turn it all around. So please, if you need some help, ask me. See what I can do to help you. Anyways, guys, subscribe, like, you know the drill. See you next time. Thanks.